Yo guys, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and I'm not expecting anyone to be up today, because it's 7:20 in the morning. It's 8:20 my time, and I made the mistake yesterday of actually thinking that it was an hour earlier than it was, because I was looking at my laptop time, which hasn't updated. So basically, instead of having like an hour's nap yesterday, I only had a 10-minute nap before my round. But actually, this was enough because I got enough sleep the night before, so this was fine. And I had a really, really good game. And I ended up, holding my own for 40 moves. I mean, this was literally the position I got. And basically, I made this huge mistake. And this is the problem with like playing chess, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you play like an FM for 40 moves. If you make a big blunder, then you make a big blunder and you lose, right? And basically at this moment, it was crazy. I had like 10 whole minutes here. And I convinced myself that, first of all, my opponent had a threat, even though he didn't. Because in fact, actually, knight f1, it looks like it's really scary, right? Like if king h3, check, king h4, I lose the queen and it's all over, right? So it looks like I'm lost. But in fact, actually, knight f1, I can meet it with king g1. And there's no immediate threat, because the queen is also being hit. And knight f3 can be met with king g3. And again, there's no immediate threat. So quite miraculously, there's actually no threat here. And therefore, I've actually got a lot of time. And here, like, I have multiple options. Rook e6 to try and, like, come down and defend this one. Even g5 with the idea of, like, perpetual ideas. I think I could have found that one, at least. But yeah, in the game, I just played king h3. And I really thought, like, I was actually playing for the win when I calculated this, because I basically thought that, he can give this check, but basically I can start running and I find shelter. I also avoid any of these knight moves with check. And the only scary looking move is this rook d3. But then I realized that, okay, I can't play king h4 because then they go knight f3 and I lose the queen. So after here, I play this block, and all is well and good. But of course, at the starting position, there's queen h8, and I can meet it with rook h6, and I thought like this was fine. And of course, the point is that after rook check, now I can't block because of this. And this is what I missed. Like this position, I was literally calculating these lines, like just trying to understand, if black has anything here, and I just thought that I was better. So I literally played knight g3 with the feeling that I was going to win, and I missed this check. So, okay, I mean, this is kind of what I've been practicing recently. And yeah, I kind of failed with this tactic, but okay, am I still connected actually? Let me see. Okay, looks like I'm fine actually. But yeah, basically, these tactics, although I'm trying to train them, this is still a long journey ahead that I need to work on. And most importantly, after this game, I can't. Is this gonna work? I think maybe it's reconnected and it's working. I'm not too sure. I really don't know. Honestly, okay. Firstly, need to change the name of his title and get rid of the part 2. But yeah, let's just do some tactics. Gonna be the best warm up I can do before this double round. Just make sure I'm seeing some chess. So let's begin. Apologies if the stream isn't working or whatever. But yeah, time is of the essence today, so gotta knuckle down and do some work. So, okay, let's have a think. Got knight, 2 bishops against knight, 2 bishops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, materials equal. Anything to note about the position? Bishop on g5 is loose. Maybe there's some pressure on the bishop on e4. Maybe knight takes c3 is a fork in some world. So actually in this position, let's start calculating, and the move that jumps out to me is knight takes c3 actually. And maybe I shouldn't be like playing on moves that jump out, but okay, if this is like winning, it's winning, right? Because knight c3, queen c3, just bishop e4. And doesn't that just pick up a pawn? And to pick up that pawn is huge. I get the bishop pair, I get a passer. Why wouldn't it be this? Yeah, knight takes c3. If they take on a8 and I take one of the rooks, they can't bail out with bishop d5 check because my queen can take it. So yeah, I think this is just it. Yeah, that's literally it. Okay, nice. Simple, very simple. Bishop g6 is a move I didn't consider. There are many ways to win, capturing a rook or creating a double threat on g2 and g5. So queen d5 is a nice move, actually. Check, f4 to defend mate with the queen, and then knight b1. Okay, and that's over. Very nice. Okay, let's do another one. Why are you streaming so late? Bro, this is streaming so early. Why are you up so late, average hater? I'm in Prague right now, playing in the Summer Chess Open, and I've got 2 rounds today. So, yeah, I'm training to get sharp in the morning so I don't hang a queen in my morning round. So I'm gonna just stream for like another 10-20 minutes and then call it a day and go play my match. Okay, so let's go one more. So here we've got the 2 bishops, but they've got rook and bishop. We also have an extra pawn, so we've got bishop and pawn against rook. Their king is weak, but what to note? Okay, our rook on e4 is hanging. Our bishop on a6 might want to join the game if bishop takes c4. Also, rook on h8 is hanging. Our bishop on f2 is hanging. So lots of pieces hang. On the plus side, their king is a little bit weak. Also, our queen is kind of indirectly hanging from this bishop on f3. So what candidates do we have? Okay, so what checks? Okay, we have rook e1 check. I think that's the only check. What captures do we have? We have rook takes f4. We have rook takes c4. We have queen takes c4. We have bishop takes c4. Potentially queen takes d6, although that looks horrendous. Thank you for the donation, average hater. Good luck, gang. My fingers crossed for you. Let's go. I basically won my first round, lost my second round. And actually in an open like this, losing your second round against a high-rated player is probably the best case scenario for a loss if you're going to lose at all in a tournament. Because that means that for the rest of the tournament, I'm going to be playing players who have also lost at least one game. So I'm not going to be playing any people who are like extremely strong or extremely on form. So this is probably still best case scenario. But okay, long tournament to go. And I probably shouldn't be thinking too much about these kind of factors, just focus on each game as they come. So, yeah, actually, my yesterday game, you can actually find on Lichess. It's if you type in Summer Prague Open live games Lichess 2024 or something, it will come up. But I think only the top like 20-25 boards are live. So, yeah, you won't be able to see my game today. I've dropped the ranks. I'm playing this 1800 junior who's over 2000 in his rapid and blitz, so he's going to be strong. But yeah, I think it'll be a good game. Okay, so whatever captures bishop takes g1 is also a capture. Thank you for the follow. Or maybe that was a donation. I don't know. Maybe there's some lag. Okay, you'll check it out. Awesome. Yeah, it was a really interesting game to me. But yeah. Yeah, one thing I'll note about that game actually is that the game was a London system. And, you know, London gets so much hate for being such a dull, boring position. I even played it in a dull, boring way. But the kind of resulting complications were just so rich. And that's why I think, like, all of this, like, I don't know, propaganda about the London just being dull. I mean, ultimately, chess is a rich game. Like, it's not going to be... it's not going to be a dull game, to be honest. Like, you know... anyway, let's keep thinking. This position, I don't think we can be playing a threat, to be honest, because I mean we've got so many pieces hanging. It feels like it's not possible, but maybe okay. We can play a move that kind of holds the position together. Maybe like rook h2 or something, protect the bishop, and you know if they win our bishop on e4, you know we bring our queen in. So maybe that's an option. Rook h2. What else could there be? Oh, that's my alarm going on my phone. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of moves. Let's just start going through them. So, okay, rook e1 is a check. In this position, what can they do? They can play king g2 or king takes f2. If king takes f2, being greedy, we can go maybe rook h2 or maybe queen c5. It really doesn't feel like it's a move, to be honest. I feel like I don't think we're mating that king. I feel like the king is running free in a lot of lines, so it just doesn't feel right. Okay, what about captures? If bishop takes g1, my fear is that they'll take on h8 with check. So maybe that's like ultimately the biggest concern in the position. There's no rook takes f4 really. I mean, again, this queen h8 is strong. Bishop takes c4, queen h8. Yeah, I don't believe it either. So what are we actually able to do about this? If I play rook h2, they can still play queen f6, and that looks really, really scary. King e8, queen takes g6, king d8, and we're getting almost back ranked. Not quite though, right? Like queen g8 check, rook e8. Maybe we avoid this checkmate. Imagine if it's a move like rook h2. Rook h2 also has a nice threat of rook e1, right? So maybe rook h2 is actually more promising than I thought. Rook h2, if they take on e4, and we go queen takes e4, probably doing all right there, actually. Maybe that's the only move to save the position. Because we save our rook, we also threaten mate. I don't think they can take our rook without our queen getting active. So that honestly feels like the only move. And I think this rook h2, queen f6, king e8. We're threatening mate on e1, so they have to keep giving checks. So if they give... yeah, they don't have queen e7 mate, right? We've still got the rook on e4. Yeah, and also it's worth noting that rook h2, queen f6, king e8, queen e7, rook takes e7, bishop takes c8, and then we still got rook e1 mate. So I'm pretty satisfied. This has to be the move. Oh, so there was another threat in the position that also deals with the rook. Crazy. I mean, I saw a line where I felt like we were fine. But okay, this I guess is also something that needs to be considered. This also stops the biggest threat in the position. So maybe that's something I could have considered more, and this is also why I'm doing some tactics in the morning. Welcome, Gloin, to the stream. So yeah, bishop d4 here. So if queen takes, then I guess rook takes queen, takes on c8, maybe I take on d3, and here I'm just a whole rook up. Oh my god, didn't I? In this starting position, I think I miscounted as well. I miscounted. We're actually a bishop and a pawn up here. We're not just a bishop and a pawn for a rook. So actually my initial evaluation was wrong. My follow-up was wrong, and this is why we're training some tactics in the morning, so we're not doing this in the game. Okay, so yeah, if we're an extra piece up, then this gives us even more flexibility, right? So here if rook takes d4. What can we do? Maybe bishop takes c4 with check. They can either move the king, f2 or g2. If they take on c4, then we can just take with the queen, and then we're definitely winning, right? We're up in exchange. So bishop, rook takes d4, bishop c4. Maybe like king f2 or something. It still feels complicated somehow. Rook takes d4. What do we have here? I feel like bishop takes c4 needs to be the move. If king f2 or king... Well, if king g2, then it's bishop f1 check, and we pick up the queen on c3. So rook takes d4, bishop takes c4, king f2 only move. What's the plan? I don't like rook h2 because then the king comes to g3, and I don't really see what we've achieved. Maybe after rook takes d4, bishop takes c4, king f2. I was gonna say rook takes f4, but then the rook can take. So what's the point after this rook d4? Because right now I prefer my move of rook h2 in the starting position. Like I don't understand why am I not just giving up a piece and I'm just in trouble. Bishop takes c4, king f2. There must be something here. Maybe in the weirdest way, hear me out. Like if rook takes and we go bishop takes c4, king f2, we can go rook h2 check, and here king g3. Maybe we can go rook h3. Because if they take our rook, then we've got this bishop f1 and we pick up the queen, so they have to go back to f2, but my rook is improved. So maybe here. Yeah, maybe here I can take on f3. If the queen takes, then we take on d4. If the king takes, then again, we've got this bishop e2 and we pick up the queen. Okay, I think I see it. I think I see all of it. Let's see what you guys say. So George has said rook f2, queen a6, king e8, queen g6, king d8, and... Oh, there's queen g8? No. Okay, George, thank you for the comment. This queen g8. Damn it. Yeah, that's a nice check. But yeah, I think I appreciate why rook d4 is not working. I think we've just got bishop c4. And then we've got rook h2. If it's going to let me move. It's not going to let me move. And then we need rook h3 here. Yeah, this was a really tough spot. But okay, that's quite nice in the end. Yeah. And the point is after rook h3, after king f2, you can go queen takes bishop. And again, if the queen takes the rook... Oh yeah, the rook hangs this way. Okay, the rook hangs this way as well. Yeah, I think that's what I said in the calculation. But I'm really glad to see, actually, it says rook h3, but only winning move. So basically my feelings were correct, but actually, yeah, this doesn't feel like winning. It looks like I'm just losing this piece, and I still got a lot of problems. But there is a win. And yeah, just to check that out... I'm pretty sure Georges is 100% correct, but let's just have a look anyway. Yeah, rook h2, queen f6, king e8, queen g6, yeah. But queen g8, I've got rook e8. But then the point is my queen hanging in a way that's undesirable? Probably, right? Queen g8, rook e8. Yeah, bishop c6. Okay, fair enough. But apparently plays continue with bishop c4. How wild. Yeah, and I guess the issue is we can't take the queen because they take back with checkmate. Yeah, this looks really tough. In a game, maybe I find this bishop takes c4 and we fight, but yeah, it's definitely not desirable. Yep. And you know what, guys? I think I'm going to call it a day there. Like, these tactics, like... Wait, did I only do one puzzle? No, I did a couple. I think I did at least a couple. But yeah, basically, round starts in 20 minutes, and I'm pretty much packed and ready to go. But I think, yeah, this warm-up was good, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow.
Chat.
Yo.
Petition against morning rounds, very important.
9 a.m. morning rounds especially, not okay, not okay. Yep, alright, see you guys, bye.